Gaithersburg, Maryland, on our Democrats line. Hi there, Donnie.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, Spencer, for taking my call. I just recently became a U.S. citizen after the fact of, the election. From my point of view, as at one point I was a undocumented immigrant. I went through the process. It's really hard. It's really difficult. I did not flee my country to come to America to destroy, to be a rapist, to be a murderer. And I would like, the American people to give us an opportunity to be individuals, to look at us, in a different way. Now I work for the law enforcement family, and I'm really proud, where I am right now. And I thank, America for giving me the opportunity. And I would like people to not judge us by the color, not judge us by, how we look. Give us the opportunity to prove that we could be a great asset to this nation, and we would like to contribute to the task. We would like to contribute to everything, and I'm so blessed to be in America, and I love that now I feel equal as everybody else.
Glad you could join the conversation this morning, Donnie. Thank you, sir.
There is a lot of fear out there based upon Donald Trump's policies and what he said about deportations. Republicans know that they're for legal immigration, and they're also when there are violations of the law that actually hurts the people who have gone through the process, which is very rigorous. And that's going to be something that I think in his budget people are going to be looking at. He said different things about whether there would be mass deportations, then kind of walked back, also on a ban on Muslims. And then they kind of changed that to say only certain countries as far as coming to America. So, these are details that are very important, and also I think are going to reveal what a Trump administration will do.
And he could come in, though, in office in terms of immigration. He could undo some of the executive orders that President Obama has issued, the dependent children order, for example.
Exactly, and that's what he's promised to do. I mean, he has a long list of what he has said he would do on day one. It's going to be a long day for day one for Donald Trump. That is one of them, that he would rescind a lot of these executive orders. And I think on those type of promises, he's going to have to deliver, because people, his Trump supporters give him some leeway. They give him, and that's the possibility of maybe not gridlock in this town, because they give him the leeway. They know he's a deal maker, but he can't abandon most of his promises.
And he comes into office with the Supreme Court still at 8 justices, and I'll have the chance to name a nominee to the Supreme Court. I wanted to play you the comments of Mitch McConnell on what he's thinking, and then get your reaction. Mitch McConnell from his briefing yesterday.
I think we all agree this is a stunning election, and clearly an indication the American people would like to try something new. And I know the Speaker shares my view that we would like to see the country go in a different direction, and intend to work with him to change courses, to change the course for America. He will have an opportunity to fill the Supreme Court vacancy. As you know, I said in February of this year to a hail of controversy that I thought it best that the American people decide who made this appointment to the Supreme Court. I thought I was on pretty firm footing in doing that. It had been 80 years since a vacancy created in the middle of a presidential election year was confirmed by the Senate. You'd have to go back to 1888 to find the last time a vacancy on the Supreme Court in the middle of a presidential election year was confirmed by a Senate of the opposite party of the president. And so the American people have spoken, and President Trump will send us a nominee, I assume, early next year.
What are Democrats' options in the Senate with a Republican president now appointing his nominee to the court? What does that look like in the coming months?
Well, the base really liked a lot of things the conservative base didn't like about Donald Trump. But when he put out his list of possible Supreme Court justices, they loved it. They loved the list. They thought it was great. So he's going to obviously pick someone on that list, and Republicans on Capitol Hill are, in all likelihood, going to support. So now, if it's a very controversial pick, Democrats can filibuster the Supreme Court nominee. The nuclear option the Democrats passed did not apply to Supreme Court nominees. So Republicans, unless they change the rules, are going to need 60 votes. And honestly, they've been able to move prior justices, whether it's Alito or Roberts, and basically split the Democratic Party, some opposing, some not, and supporting Bush's nominee. So I think that's always a heavy lift to get your Supreme Court nominee in, but that's something that's likely going to happen.
And we go back to calls in here from Jensen Beach, Florida. David on a Republican line for Bob Cusack.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning.
How about that Trump, huh? Woo! Man, awesome. I love it. I love it. I've been saying for years, the only way this country is going to turn around is if a billionaire comes in there that has no ties or special interests and gets things done. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Everybody in the media, everybody was wrong about this guy from day one. You guys were a bunch of backseat drivers. They need to sit back and just watch him do his magic. And that's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's you tend to the dogs there, David. Any reaction?
Well, listen, the media was wrong, pollsters were wrong, and Donald Trump had a huge night and a great historic victory. We've interviewed Donald Trump 4 times, and he's very media savvy. He knows what his message is. He wants to get it out. He had I think a very good slogan. It was sometimes controversial to some, but "Making America Great Again." Hillary Clinton